Hello everyone, hello. Welcome in. I'm your host Matrix Inc. On this episode of Ship Talk, we're going over the Gatac Railen. Eventually we're going to cover over the T. Louis, but this one's all about the Railen, so we're not going to get the two mixed up between each other. But this is a ship I really love. I think nearly all of the community loves this ship. CIG really nailed it. I'm excited for it. I know you guys are too. In just a few days, we're going to be giving away this very ship as well. So stick around till the very end. I'm going to explain how you can sign up to win. And maybe with a little luck, this one could be in your hangar at the very end. All right. So come watch. We're going to check out the exterior, website, all the things. Stick around. Let's go. All right. So one thing I always like to do is I like to check it out on the website. That way this is what you're seeing right now if you're possibly trying to buy this thing. So you have the Railen, an elegant interspecies vessel perfect for any human or Xion pilot looking for a safe, reliable solution for commercial grade media and cargo hauling, utilizing cutting edge technology and time tested designs updated for 2956 and beyond. The Railen gives protection when needed, defenses when necessary, and innovation always. Missiles, turrets, and pilot guns protect your run, while armor offers fortification to your cargo when deployed or ease of access when removed. Distinctly alien design and advanced Xion technology bring new innovation to hauling, from gravlev entry to an unfolding silhouette. Medium freighters are designed to carry a high capacity of SU containers from 100 to a 999 safely across the verse. It's got a length of 65 meters, height of 37 meters, width of 52 meters. That doesn't sound all that big. It looks much bigger in person. It does have a very impressive speed of 170 meters per second, which is actually really good for a freighter. So the pilot does have 4x size 4 weapons, which is really, really good. Missiles, 2x8 size 1s, 2x2 size 2s. Not bad. Now it does have 2x2 size 4 turrets as well. Really, really cool turrets. We're going to check those out. And then it has a 640 SCU, which is actually double from what it was originally supposed to get from concept, which is a big bump. You'll see when we actually get into the ship, you'll actually see these like armor defenses that come out. That is freaking awesome. I love that about it. One thing we want to check out though, let's check out systems. On power plant, it's 1x power plant, 2x cooler, 2x shield generator, and then you've already seen the weaponry. So it does have the 2x tractor beam as well, which those are actually really nice. So let's check out one more thing before we go into the hangar. All right, so I don't always do this part. Here lately I've been trying to like institute it more, and this is actually SC Ship's performance viewer, and we're going to compare the Railen to the Hercules Starlifter, but I'm also going to be throwing the Drake Ironclad in there because I hear so many people always saying, like on certain Facebook groups that I'm in and stuff, like, oh, I melted my Drake Ironclad so I can get the Railen, and like I feel like the ships are two very, very different. So I don't understand the concept behind that, but we'll compare the two. We're going to compare the three. You're going to find out the Railen in the C2 is much more like. I'll tell you, the Railen does beat out the C2 in terms of SCM speed from 170 to 160. The Ironclad's only got 110, so much slower. Actually, even slower than something like a Starlancer attack, which takes a lot. Now the nav speeds are all fairly the same. Should have a boost speeds here somewhere. Not seeing the boost speeds, but actually no, the boost speeds are the top. So you have like 340, 320, 290. So all staggeringly different. Now you're going to see a big difference when it comes to shield and hull durability and armors and stuff. So like now shield's going to be identical between the Railen and the C2, double on the Ironclad as it should. And then you're going to see your armor and your hull durability. So you'll have your body very similar between the two on the Railen. Railen come up a little short of the C2, massively different on the Ironclad. And then you'll see your armor and hull pool 62, 78, big jump to the Ironclad. So what I'm trying to point out here is those that are melting the Ironclad, these are two very different ships. All right, what you're able to do with the Ironclad is much more than what you can do with the Railen, but the Railen offers a lot more different qualities, right? So faster, not nearly as much cargo, let's face it, not all of us need to be hauling 2200 SCU cargo. It's just, that's a lot of ship, but it needs to be very durable. You come into some more risky situations where you need that armor and that shield. That's when you want to go with ironclad, right? But at the end of the day, ironclad, you have ground vehicles and things like that that can go inside it. So very similar in terms of C2. Now the Railen, definitely compare the two between that and the C2. Don't even try to compare the two between the ironclad. I know a lot of people are mad at the ironclad right now because it rolled out very buggy, kind of a hot mess. I say kind of lightly, but love the ironclad. You're talking to a guy that loves Drake. Love the Gatac Railen. Never been a big fan of alien ships. This one is phenomenal. So actually, let's go check it out in the hangar, and we'll give you guys a full walk around the interior. So here comes the fun part. We actually get to check it out, the Railen here in the hangar. Very, very big in size. It's much bigger than you would actually think by the numbers. It's got this awesome landing gear, the way it actually folds down. And then you have these two that are almost like it kind of sticks up almost like a bulldog or something. So I love the way it stands. Love the way it looks here. Let's see if we can even get a different view from the front. Love the way that looks. Honestly, freaking phenomenal. You can see two of those size 4 weapons the pilot gets there at the very top. Love the way it looks, guys. Freaking awesome. Even that cockpit area with the windshield and everything, it was just very nicely done, CIG. Now it is a little tricky to find the button. I'll show you guys here. The button to actually call the elevator down is on the leg here on the left. Send her down. If it did it, I think I hit the button. Maybe try again. There we go. Comes right out. You got this elevator that actually comes down. You would think on rollout an animation like this would be very buggy. I've had no problems with it so far. We actually saw a picture where you can actually get an Atlas on here, so that's actually really cool. If you're trying to take an Atlas with you, it is possible. You can do it. All right, we roll in. Now, the one only true complaint I've heard about the Railen so far is some people don't like how dark it is. Personally, I like it because it has this kind of vibe about it that I like. I like that vibe it brings. It's very alien. You don't want it to be too bright in here. It kind of ruins the whole moment. So you got these suit lockers that when you first come in, and then I think, let's check this out real quick. That is the gun rack. All right, so look how cool that animation is, guys. Love that about it. I think they freaking nailed that. Got your gun racks. Got gun rack over here as well. Let's show those off one more time. Watch the animation. Love the way that looks. Like I said, I'm not a big alien ship fan. They're nailing it with these last several. So let's go ahead and go up to the cabin real quick before we go to the bridge. This is where it gets really fun. All right, come back here. This is where that vibe, if it was too bright in here, you wouldn't be able to really capture the setting. Love the floor. You got these butterflies. You're actually stepping over these like cactuses and plants and all the things. I love that about it. Then you have these waterfalls off the sides of the walls here. Even the kitchen area, they've tried to introduce where it was like tried to give this Xi'an kind of aspect to it while you still had these human qualities. So love all of that. All that looks freaking phenomenal. Same thing over here. You got some different things. You even, instead of butterflies, you have goldfish on this side, kind of like this little pond. Got a starfish even. I love that about it. Some more of the waterfall on the back setting. All looks amazing, guys. Let's go ahead and check these parts out. All right, so yep, this is the bathroom area. Right, all the buttons here. You got your toilet and all the things. Things we don't need in the verse now, but you never know where how far this game goes. And then I think it's the same on this side, right? Another bathroom. All right. Got your little kitchen area, your dining table. All looks really good. What I love about this is you can actually see inside the cockpit. So you're actually looking up into the to the bridge. Did not realize that for a while there until I was looking down one day and I'm like, oh, hey, that's the dining table below me. Then you have your turrets over here. You have it on both sides. So let's enter a turret real quick, show that off, and we're going to be able to see a really good first glance at the exterior of the ship as well. We can go a little more different angles on it. So you got the two that are kind of staggered there. All right, that all looks really cool. Let's see if we can power it on from here.
Systems activating. Systems on.
I'll give it some. All looks cool. Look how awesome it is, guys. I've not actually got to use the turret in battle yet. Haven't had a reason to, but I love the way the turret looks. They honestly just phenomenal stuff. I love that about it. We're gonna see soon the cargo and the shielding around it. All looks really good. Just look at that stance. Look at those. Look at that landing gear, guys. Look how awesome that looks. Just a nice little close up. Just how awesome it is. It's got this gravity thing about it where it comes out, you land. Very alien. Love everything about that. Just so many different qualities about this ship that just looks phenomenal, guys. Love it so much. Love it. All right, now let's go check out the rest of the ship, and we'll even show you the bridge and how the animation is for the pilot. So you even have a nice little window out here as well. A window looking out. Let's see what this here is. Looks like some more component stuff. Then you actually have your living areas here. More of those decorations on the walls. You got 4 bunks, so 4-man crew. Same thing as the other side, butterflies on each side. Honestly, the entire ship it looks amazing. It really does. Then you even have your other turret on this side. So all looks cool. Now we will check out the bridge now. There is a lot of difference between this and the Tului. So if you're looking to possibly buy the Tului, we were going to cover that video hopefully not too long from now, but we'll get that one covered and get to check it out. But very, very different in terms of interior. So one thing about like the Tului, you don't have this area here. This area here is all going to be a hangar, so you won't be able to access it from this location. So this is a like airlock on this side, so you can actually, I think it's this button here, opens right up if you want to try to jump ship real quick. But you have suit lockers, more gun racks, all the things. Love that about it. They're able to make really good use of this area. But then you have all your components in here as well, guys. So like your fuses, components, all the things right behind the bridge, which makes it really nice for engineering. Let's face it, you don't want to have to travel a long ways if your ship's on fire. But yeah, this all looks really good. Got your engineering terminal actually hidden behind the wall there as well. So one thing to take note, try to remember where your engineering terminal is going to be. And then more fuses. So very, very nice setting. Then you go right into the bridge. You even got some more components in here as well on the sides here. Make sure we hit the buttons right. So more hidden things. All really cool animations. And then you get 4 seats up here. So you have your tractor beam seat, tractor beam, co-pilot seat, and then your pilot seat. Let's check out the animation for this part. Let's go into the pilot seat now. This really cool animation how it comes up. You just float right in. It's got this almost like ladder thing about it. Kind of cool. Kind of with the come in. MFDs are very, very different. All looks cool though. We actually have the cargo to deploy there, but let's go ahead and power on. MFDs. These I think are a little. So if there's any issues with the ship, it's going to be in the MFDs where I found out. Kind of a struggle assigning the pips and things like that, but very, very minimal considering what the Drake Ironclad rolled out as. So let's go ahead and show you guys the exterior real quick. Love that about it. We got the engines on now. Let's go ahead and lift up and then call out or bring the landing gear up. That way you can see a really good animation of this part. Love this about it. If you ever loved the Sulin, you're really gonna love this ship. The Sulin's a very good looking ship. It's always kind of weird when you land. You got to like come in and then like land on it. It's kind of weird. This you avoid that with, but still get that really cool aspect of just kind of that same vibe as the Sulin brings. Only much bigger. Very cool stuff. Let's go ahead. Let's kind of keep it like, oh, keep it like right here. Let's go ahead and hit the deploy cargo. You're gonna see that shielding come out. I know we don't have any cargo right now. We're not protecting anything, but very cool how they was able to do that. Still keep that triangular look. I know this ship changed a lot since they kind of, you know, set in what they wanted to do with cargo. So there was a lot of changes to cargo made in the time that this thing had been in concept. So all looks really cool. Let's go one more time. Let's go actually go like here. Retract. Love that about it. Just in a good way to try to protect your cargo and still keep that original concept look. So, and it's very easy to cargo grid even with the tractor beams. Let's try one more time. We got a good close-up of it. Check it one more time. Watch the animation. You would think a ship with this many different animations and like things that could go wrong did not go wrong. Honestly, they did a really good job on this rollout. So CIG, big W's in the chat for CIG because this ship is amazing. Let's go ahead and call the ship landing gear out. Ship's wanting to dive on me a little bit. There we go. All over the place. Here we go. I don't have my joystick set up. I was playing a different game the other day. I had to unplug my joysticks, but here we go. And let's leave the pilot seat and let's just check out the tractor beams before we call it here. Very good locations of the tractor beams, so I love this part about it. You can get a lot done with these tractor beams. You do have to change sides. You don't have access to both turrets from one seat. That is a downside. If we're gonna get really nitpicky, that is one downside to the ship. But I think we can be okay with it anyways. Let's enter left tractor beam. You got to where it's. Nope, doesn't like that I did that. We can't F4 when we do that. But if you got a cargo thing, bring it up, easily attach it, all the different angles of it. I know we kept that shield on there, didn't we? But all looks really cool. Love this about it. Lots of room to maneuver. Like you're not gonna struggle a lot. You do need to be on the other tractor beam to attach that other side, but you can get a lot done before you ever have to change seats. So, and it goes by really fast. For 640 SCU, you can get a lot done on this pretty fast. So I think that's everything Railen, guys. So let's actually talk about how you can win this as a giveaway. So there we have it, guys. That is everything Gatac Railen. A very cool ship. CIG, you've really nailed it with these last couple ships, at least 3 or 4 now, right? So we have the Prowler utility that came out. Love that ship. I actually had to add that one to my fleet. The Stinger, another excellent ship. Now we have the Railen and the Tului at the same time. Both amazing ships. We haven't covered the Tului here yet. We're going to. The hangar's amazing. I love the concept behind it. Maybe it's not something that I'm going to add to my own fleet, but it's one I really like. I'm excited to show it to you guys. An excellent ship. Now, I did mention that we're going to be giving away this Railen in just a few days. I'm a little bit late making this video. So June 30th, we're going to be doing a giveaway. So this coming up Tuesday during stream, we're giving away this one near the end of stream. An excellent ship. Use the link provided down below to get signed up to win. Do all the entries. You still have time to build up channel points. If you're late to the channel, build up channel points, get more entries. It's a great way to increase your odds of winning. And next month we're giving away an Origin M80. All right, so an Origin M80, which I have yet to cover also on Ship Talk. I'm really slacking here. We've been so busy with the Twitch channel. So we're gonna cover the Origin M80 next. That one's going to be for the month of July. We do ship giveaways every single month, and it makes it a lot of fun. So make sure you find me on Twitch. both a live channel, 24/7 channel for VODs, and it's going to really increase your odds of winning these giveaways. So let me know in the comments, guys, what you think about the Railen. I've heard very, very little bad things about it. I think we're being nitpicky if we are saying anything bad. And let me know if you're going to add it to your fleet. I'm excited to see what people say. I've heard a lot of people say they're melting their ironclad to get one. I think that's a little overboard. Team Drake here. Do love both ships. Excellent ships. Even the C2, we love that ship. It's an older ship. We love it. I'm interested to see what you guys say. All right, let me know in the comments. Until next time, see ya.